2011 JK here, Unlimited Sport, and owner, he's gonna be joining me here in a little bit, and we got some fun stuff to put on here. This Jeep already has a 2-inch lift on it. We're taking that off and going for a 4-inch lift by Superlift. So this is something I haven't done before, and it's something I'm gonna learn as we go, and hopefully I can show you some stuff as we go along. And right now, he's got some pretty cool body armor and everything on here already. Got lights, some pod lights up above, I believe, all the body armor is XRC. Looks great. He just wants a little more lift out of it, so that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna learn something about it today, so let's get started.
All of that in here.
All right, so we got the front control arm all taken out there. We're going to take out these sway bar links, get those taken out and discard those. All right, so it looks like we got our brake lines are all loose underneath here. Got our starting on our shocks. We got the drive line loose here. We took off this, the outer trailing arm. Yeah, thanks. So that's ready to go. So we're gonna look at doing the upper ones, get those loose, so we can start getting the new ones put in here. So going pretty quick. All right, trying to get that upper control arm or trailing arm back there, back. Of course, exhaust is right there in the way, but hopefully with a swivel breaker arm bar, we can get that broke loose. Maybe.
Oh, was it good for you? Yeah, it was great.
Shock comes out. Hella grip. 15 millimeter on the top. What was that bottom bolt we'd had to take out of there? What was that? You guys remember?
I think it was 18.
18?
Maybe.
Alright. Alright, looks like we got everything all disconnected from the axle. So we can drop the axle down and take out the springs, put new springs back in with the bump stops. So you can see that bump stop already fell out, but we'll start raising her up. All right, here we go. We're going to take off the spring from this side. We went and lowered or raised the vehicle up so our axle drops down. Got the old chunky stop there. Old spring comes out. Then we'll have to get the old pucks and everything off the perch from before. And then the new kit actually comes with a spacer that goes down here at the bottom. So we have to drill a hole in the center, put in this self-tapping bolt in there to hold that in place, drill our hole in the center, and get that mounted in there. All right, so here's what we got. We got our shocks all mounted on. The control arms in the back, top, bottom, everything's all mounted in there. We do need to make an adjustment. We got the front track bar in, measured out to 32 7/8 is what it was. But we do need to make some adjustments because the drive shaft angle is not quite what we wanted. Here, let me come around to the other side. Can't see this really much right now, but once this thing goes down, you see right now we don't have much of an angle drop to it right now, but once we're down, it still doesn't have, we still need to bring this, the front axle tilted. Yeah, like he's got his hand there. Need to tilt that up just a little bit, so we're going to shorten these down. We have them at 8 turns now. We're going to go ahead and shorten them up just a little bit to try and bring that angle back up just a little bit when we're in full compression. So we'll show you that when we get back. All right, so here we go. Like we got everything adjusted on here. All of our shocks are back on. The only thing we have left to do, we need to start working on the back so we can get the sway arm links put in. We'll bring back here so you can kind of see. Front end is up just a little bit more than it was before. Come down here, let you look underneath. We got our steering stabilizer in there. All the bars are in. Come around here, and I'll show you the. There we got a little better angle on that, on the drive shaft coming in there with just a slight angle to it, not much at all. I think that's going to work better for us. We ended up with 8 turns on the bottom and 8 turns on the top one to get to that spot. Everything's all tightened down. It is resting down here. As you can see, we're on our, it's on its own, setting on its own weight. So I think tomorrow we will take off and work on the back part of it. So we'll bring it back tomorrow. All right, so here we are, day 2 getting started here. We're getting the shocks taken off, getting the sway bar links taken off, and we can kind of start lowering things down and taking a look at that. So that's what we're working on right now. All right, so we got a bracket put in here for the track bar. We did end up having to drill a 1/2 inch hole right through this side through the original bracket here. Now we're getting the stuff put in here for the rest of the bracketry here. All right, now we're going to be getting the U-bolts put on. It'll be up there, of course, on the other side and underneath. Go the other way. Underneath and up. Of course, our jack stands are right in the way, so that'll be awesome. Get those put on there and show you that when it's done. Don't mean to be jumping around here too much, but we did go ahead and put those sway bar links from the back are now on here, right up here in the front. Passengers and driver's side are back in. So the front should be all tied up. Now just to finish up the back. All right, so I got the new spacer, the rubber mount for the top. Should be able to just go ahead and put that spring right back up inside there. Theoretically here. Set it just like that. Once we get these kind of set in place, we'll go ahead and drop the vehicle back down and get everything kind of squared up a little better. Alright, springs are all mounted. You got them compressed down here a little bit. Got the floor jack in there just kind of helping support the front of the axle. So we got the right angle on there. Alright, so here we go. Shocks are all put back in. Had to do a little bit of dusting on the lower arms to make sure that our drive shaft was at the right angle. That was 2 or 3 times taking it on and off. Vent line was extended out. Looks like our emergency brake lines up there. We released those to pull everything down, put them back up in there. They're not too tight on anything. Everything looks all right. Springs look like they're in the right spot. We are missing the sway bar links. That was part of the kit. We're missing part of it. We're going to look into that. So that part right there is missing, but those will go back in here as soon as we solve that issue. Otherwise, everything looks good, and we'll set her on the ground. All right, here we go. All put together. Take it right down through the middle. The only thing we got to fix is those sway bar end links. Sorry, I'm not going to show you that on here, but Those are pretty self-explanatory. Those will get put in a little bit later, but it's got to go to the alignment shop now, and we will be done with it. All right, so that's going to about do it for this episode. Thanks you guys for joining us. We're off to the alignment shop, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget, hey, like, share, and subscribe to that, and we'll see you next time. See ya!